All right. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Very happy Saturday. Um, I appreciate you being here. There's a couple things I want to go through with you. This is from an update that I did yesterday that I took down. The audio was really, really bad. So, um, I mean, it's weird. It's bad for some and okay for others. So just hang in there with me. I assure you. I'll get better. I always do. All right. So let me go and get you to the first item I want to share with you here. This is going to be from an article that was shared yesterday here in Harris County. 1 second. All right. Should be able to see that now. All right. This is an article from ABC 13 News here in Houston, Harris County, Texas. Houston council member furious after mayor delays referendum vote for more than 2 years. I'm going to read this to you, and then we'll get into some things, okay? Please follow along and discern for yourself. Houston, Texas. Houston council member Mike Kibosh accused Sylvester Turner of voter suppression Friday afternoon after mayor announced plans to delay a referendum vote until November 2023. The referendum, backed by tens of thousands of Houstonian signatures, could trim Turner's power at City Hall by allowing council members to place items on the council agenda. The 2023 vote is just weeks before Turner is set to leave office and would come after two other election dates in 2021 and 2022. Right now, Houston's mayor is the only person with the power to add items to the Houston City Council agenda. Houston's mayor is the only person with the power add items to the Houston City Council agenda. That agenda is how city business is done. Any changes to city ordinances, the budget, and who gets to do business through contracts are all part of a council's agenda. 40,000 citizens attached their name to a petition to propose changes to that practice. The effort garnered enough signatures, more than 20,000 certified by Houston City Secretary, to let the voters decide in a referendum. The rub with some supporters is that referendum won't go before the voters until November 2023, more than 2 years away and just weeks before Turner's final term ends. This is voter suppression, said Houston City Council member at large Mike Kibosh, who's one of those behind the push for the change. It's shocking that what we have done is we're just going to kick the can down the road and we're going to disenfranchise these voters. Kibosh told ABC 13 he was furious when he found out the date. There are elections set for this year and in 2022, well before Turner's choice. Kibosh and others believe the United States' fourth most populous city, with 2.3 million people, should have more input into what's added to the council's regular business, and they shouldn't have to wait 2 years before the voters decide whether they agree with them. Minutes after this report was initially posted, and hours after we asked Mayor Turner's office to reply, saying the date is, I'm sorry, Mayor Turner's office replied, saying the date is both legal and budget conscious. Then a statement from Houston City Attorney Arturo Michael said, An election order is determined by the governing body under the Texas Election Code. Under the city's charter, the mayor puts forth specific proposed action, and the council will make the final determination. The administration proposal is a legally permissible date of the uniform election date in November 2023, which is the next scheduled city election. Doing so permits any other timely proposed charter amendment to be placed on the ballot on that election date without having to delay it further because of the constitutional prohibition against amending the charter more frequently than every 2 years. Of equal importance, given the fiscal constraints under which the city operates, holding the election in November 2023 avoids the significant costs of a special election that are in excess of $1 million. The precise cost is not known because it is dependent on other elections held in Harris County on any future election date, which are not known, where each entity participating in an election bears its pro rata share of the cost. Remember, this is the attorney for Houston speaking. For example, Harris County estimates the city's cost for a citywide election in November 2021 to be $1,188,270. This estimate does not include Montgomery County and Fort Bend County costs, nor the cost of publications and translations. Thus, a special election could run as high as 1.3 million or more. Okay. And then, of course, this article was done by Ted Oberg. He's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can follow him there, and he'll be posting more developments on this story. So, let me get back up here to the top for you. I just want to share my brief opinion. Sorry. And that is Mayor Turner, in my opinion, needs to be recalled. Okay. Um, there is so much going on coming out of the mayor's office that uh, needs to be brought to light, that needs to be talked about. Um, if you live in Harris County right now, you have no say. Let me repeat that. If you live in Harris County and you're not in the political circles, let me put it that way, you have no say. Okay? So that's not how it's supposed to work. It, you can go back to our Constitution. It is not how it's supposed to work. No one person is supposed to hold the power over the people's head like Mayor Turner does. Okay? So um, I'm praying over this. I'm not sure what what my role in this is going to be, but I think Mayor Turner needs to go. And here's another issue. When I first moved to Harris County and the election was coming up, I looked into everybody who was running, of course, did my research, did my homework, selected the person that I thought I wanted to put my faith behind, okay, to represent me, my family, my community, my neighborhood. And unbeknownst to me, I went to vote and I wasn't allowed to vote for the mayor of Harris County. Let me repeat that. I live in Harris County. I vote in pretty much other thing, not everything, but other things in Harris County. We pay taxes for Harris County. We live under the rules of Harris County, but I could not vote for the mayor who has the power, the sole power to put items on the agenda for the council. So um, that was disheartening to me. I do not live downtown. I live outside of the city, um, but I am still definitely within the county of Harris County. Okay. So I don't think that's right, first of all. So that needs to be changed. But we can work on that. If there's any of you out there that already have something that's going on to recall Mayor Turner, please let me know. Please put a comment. Not only do I want to highlight it, I want to join it. Okay. Now I'm going to go over to something else. It was just kind of interesting while I'm doing this. I want to share this with you. When I was doing this yesterday, I was reading that article that it just came out. It came to my attention that I got an email. So I looked in my email, and lo and behold, what was in my email? It was an update for the agenda for our new council meeting. I thought that was just interesting. It's weird sometimes how things happen. So let me take you over here really quick to the Harris County calendar. Okay. Hopefully everybody can see this with me. So this is the website, all right, for Harris County, Texas, the what's called the legistar.com, all right? Sorry. Um, Here you can see on the 9th, there is a tax rate special meeting that's been called. Okay? That's Monday. And if you hover right here, it'll show you Commissioner's Court at 10 a.m. Okay? So you can show up to discuss these issues. You can go down to the Commissioner's Court, at least as of right now that I know of. I know we are changed to code level red. I'm not making fun of that either. I'm sorry. I know people are sick. But I'm guessing this means that we can go down there. Okay. And then before I get into that, though, I want to show you other ones. On the 10th at 10 a.m. in the Commissioner's Court, right here, you can see there is another one. If you highlight over it, not viewable by the public, closed. Okay. Aren't we supposed to, as the people of Harris County, be allowed to attend these meetings? You know, uh, not sure what's going on with that, but one thing I've learned in life is anything done in secret usually isn't a good thing. Okay. Then, of course, you can see on the 24th, there is another one. Highlight over there, not viewable by public. Now, it doesn't say closed yet, but we'll see. All right. So, Monday's meeting is 8/9 at the Commissioner's Court, 10 a.m. It's a virtual meeting now. Let me repeat that. So it's been changed to a virtual meeting. It's on the tax rate. It's called the tax rate special meeting. Okay. Go here for details. Can't click on it. It says meeting details. There's nothing there. Agenda packet, not available. Video. Usually I believe that is something that they put up. It hasn't happened, so that's okay. So watch. We're going to click on the agenda. Oops. Sorry, 1 second here. Let me just go ahead and make this easier. 1 second. I need to pull this up for you guys. Bear with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody being here. Okay, so let me unshare this screen real quick and get you over to what the agenda is showing. Sorry about my dogs. It's Saturday. Hold on 1 second. All right. It's Saturday. They've been missing me, so I let them be in here hoping they wouldn't bark. Guess I was wrong. Okay, so let's get over to the agenda now. Let me share with you real quick here. Why isn't it coming up? For some reason, it does not want to come up here. It's odd. 1 second. I apologize, you guys. This worked earlier, and so let's see here. Agenda. All right, here we go. Bring it over here for you. It's not wanting to move. Okay, it's odd. All right, just 1 second. I can do this. I am smarter than my machine. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm sorry. I need to be a little bit louder for y'all. I've had a summer cold recently, so I apologize if it sounds funny. All right, now I can share it. Thank you for bearing with me here. I did have it all worked out before I started this, and for some reason, that's just how things work sometimes. So here we go. Share audio, share tab. All right, there we go. Yay. um, as you can see, this is the agenda for Harris County for Monday, August 9th. This is a tax rate special meeting that's been called. And it says here, notice of special meeting. By the way, you can see everybody on this. Lena Hidalgo, she's the one that is handling the COVID response here in Harris County. Rodney Ellis, Commissioner for Precinct 1. Tom S. Ramsey, Commissioner Precinct 3. Adrian Garcia, Commissioner Precinct 2. R. Jack Hagel, Commissioner Precinct 4. Okay, this is the agenda for the meeting. But before we get into the actual agenda, I need to read you the rules that they have put up for the Commissioners Court for um, us low public people. So bear with me here 1 second while I read this to you. It says, appearances before the court. The clerk of the court or another person designated by the presiding member of the court shall keep the time for speakers. Those persons who do not conduct themselves in an orderly and appropriate manner will be ordered to leave the meeting, and recognition to speak may be refused at subsequent meetings of the court. Refusal to abide by the court's order may result in a contempt of court citation. It is the intention of the Harris County Commissioners Court to provide open access to all members of the public of Harris County to express themselves on issues addressed by county government. However, members of the public are reminded that the Harris County Commissioners Court is a constitutional court created by the state with judicial, administrative, and legislative powers. As such, the Harris County Commissioners Court possesses authority to issue contempt of court citations. Accordingly, persons shall conduct themselves with proper respect and decorum in addressing the court, in participating in public discussions before the court, and in all actions in the presence of the court. Profane, insulting, or threatening language, and racial, ethnic, or gender slurs or epithets will not be tolerated. Those persons who do not conduct themselves in an orderly and appropriate manner will be ordered to leave this meeting, and recognition to speak may be refused at subsequent meetings of the court. Refusal to abide by the court's order may result in a contempt of court citation. All right, so let's get to the 3 minutes here. A speaker, meaning me, you, any member of the public, whose subject matter as submitted relates to an identifiable item of business on this agenda will be requested to come to the podium where they will be limited to 3 minutes. Which, let me explain that really quick. In order to get 3 minutes to speak, okay, and be called to the podium, you have to submit what your subject matter is and how you think it relates to this meeting. Okay? So just keep that in mind. A speaker whose subject matter as submitted does not relate to an identifiable item of business on this agenda will be limited to 3 minutes. Okay? So then you get 3 minutes to say what you want to say. But it says if they have not appeared at any of the 3 preceding court meetings on the same issue. So, if I go to this meeting and I want to talk about something that's not tax related, I'm guessing, because we haven't got into that yet, I am allowed to talk. I will get 3 minutes. Now, on the 10th, the next meeting that's scheduled, if I wanted to go down there and I want to talk and I want to discuss something that is not on that agenda for that meeting, I'm not allowed to talk. I will not be called to the podium. And if I ask to, very kindly, ask to be addressed and be given the opportunity, and they don't want me to, I can be cited with contempt of court. That's how our city government is working. So I'll leave it to your imagination on how scary this is. I don't mean scary as in boogeyman, but it's a scary thought that there, number one, is no one else but the mayor who can approve items to get on the agenda, okay, for these meetings, first of all. Not even one of our council members. From my understanding, if I'm wrong, please, please, let me know. Show me. Don't just tell me I'm wrong though. Show me where I'm wrong. I want you guys to do that. I encourage it. I don't know everything. I look. I'm just as limited on time as probably everybody else. So bear with me. But I did go look, and the article I just read you um, pretty much just told you why a city council member is so angry, um, because trying to work with the mayor, trying to work within what he allows, um, if it doesn't line up with what he wants, not the people, but what he wants, and Lord only knows why he wants those things. I'm not saying everything is nefarious, but um, anybody is corruptible. And if he's compromised in some shape, there's no recourse. So, well, there is. There's always recourse. Hence why I think we need to recall Mayor Turner. I don't feel like he's working for us anymore, and he's making it clear. Or the people that do have um, control or guidance over him um, are pulling in the rein on certain issues, and he's just not going to address them. Well, that doesn't help anybody in Harris County. Well, it helps the people that make money off of whatever it is that is going to be proposed. Um, and I'll show you some things here in a minute. But anyway, let me get on to 1 minute here. 1 minute. A speaker whose subject matter, as submitted, does not relate to an identifiable item of business on this agenda, and who has appeared at any of the three preceding court meetings on the same issue, will be limited to 1 minute. Okay? So here they tell you a speaker whose subject matter, as submitted, okay, you have to submit it, remind you, does not relate to an identifiable item of business on this agenda, and who has appeared at any of the three preceding court meetings on the same issue, will be limited to 1 minute. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. You know, I mean, you can watch for yourself, go to the meeting. You know, this you can talk for 1 minute sometimes. Who can talk for 1 minute right now on any issue? You know, that's extremely involved. So let alone 3 minutes. So anyway, all right. So now we're getting into this meeting, okay? And this is for the tax stuff. So as you can see here, these links, these are supposed to be links, by the way, on the right. So you can look into it a little bit more, and I will pull up another one here in a few minutes, and we'll go over it, but I wanted to show you this. You can't click on any of this stuff. Budget management. Number one, this is what it's going to be first. Request by budget management for discussion and determination if the court would like, one, to proceed with initial consideration of proposed property tax rates based on the July 23rd Harris County Appraisal District's estimates of value, or two, take no action and wait to propose rates based on the certified appraisal roll expected from HCAD in late August. Okay, so this is important to a lot of people. You know, your property taxes and how they appraise it, and all of that. We're not getting a say. We get led in loops, and it's on purpose. That's my opinion. If you have a better result, let me know. But I have not seen anybody that is being able to voice as as the people of Harris County very much, and or make any sort of change by that. So number two, tax assessor collector. Request by the tax assessor collector for submission of the no new revenue and voter approval tax rates for 2021 for Harris County, the Harris County Flood Control District, Port of Houston Authority, and Harris County Hospital District, pursuant to Section 26.04 Tax Code, based on July taxable value estimates received from the Harris County Appraisal District. Okay? So let me read that again. Request by the tax assessor collector for submission of the no new revenue and voter approval tax rates for 2021 that cover Harris County, Harris County Flood Control District, the Port of Houston Authority, and Harris County Hospital District. Okay, so those are two big issues, and then they say they're going to adjourn the meeting. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I know this isn't sexy stuff, Okay? I know that, there's a lot more going on out there, and, and if you're not from Harris County, I'm sorry, I don't wanna bore you, but this is happening everywhere, okay? Where you live, you can go look at what they are doing. It's online. We need to start showing up to these meetings. We need to start having say. We need to take back control of our community, and we need to recall people that are not good for our counties or our cities or our states or our nation. So I encourage everyone, take a few minutes this weekend. Look at what's going on down at your city hall. And if you agree with everything, I'd be surprised. But you need to take control, because my opinion is if we don't have a right to complain, honestly. And I know we can't all do everything, and we all have our own blessings that we're better at than some other things, okay? But as a community, we're supposed to all work together. We don't have to like each other, but we have to work together to make everyone's life better, okay? Let me get out of this screen real quick for you. And let me pop back over here. One second. I'm going to take you back to the calendar. All right, there we go. So we're back at the calendar, okay? So here you can see this is Harris County, Texas. Up here it says home, search agenda items. So you can search for, topics you want. We just happen to be on the calendar here, okay? Commissioner's Court and videos. Let's look at home real quick. All right, here we go. Commissioner Court meetings will be held virtually until further notice. We have a battle going on in Texas between Harris County and our governor. Okay. So, people of Harris County, if you agree with our governor and some of the items he's put in place, we need to stand up and follow our state constitution. We need to follow our governor's guidance. I don't care who's sitting in the mayor's seat. We are governed by the sovereign laws of the state of Texas, not of Harris County. Okay? So let me make that very clear, because, you know, our county and local officials, they can give us guidance, okay? But they still have to follow our state constitution. As you just saw in the top part of that agenda that I showed you, they want to have the power to citation us for contempt of court based on our state constitution when it's appropriate for them. But the way it's supposed to work is every Texan has the same rights, regardless of what city, what county you live in. We all follow our state constitution, and the laws that are passed at that level with our legislature, the state legislature, okay, and our governor. Those are the laws that we must abide by. Local level leaders have some authority that we give them, okay? We elect them in there to represent, to speak for us, okay? And but they don't have the right to change our laws, okay? They don't have the right to take away your right here in the state of Texas. So, regardless of what issue that falls on, it doesn't matter. It's a constant. It never changes. Our laws are our laws. If you don't like it, work on changing it, okay? But you have to change it at the state legislature, at that level. You can't just make up a law and try to enforce it and expect everybody to agree. One thing I know about people, you will never, very rarely, get a large group of people ever to agree on anything. Let me tell you, just planning what restaurant to go to, you know, when my family gets together is a nightmare. So it's ridiculous that some of this stuff is going on. But it's up to us, okay? It's up to us. I don't care if your neighbor is going to get mad at you, you know? I do care that everybody acts like adults. And if your neighbor gets mad at you for something, hopefully, you can discuss it like grown adults and come up with something that you both can live with, you know? Care about each other enough to talk to each other. If you're not willing to talk to somebody, you don't care about them, period. If you won't take 2 minutes to talk to somebody and you want to treat them like they don't matter, well, that speaks volumes. So we need to stop being afraid. There is nothing to be afraid of. I don't know how many times I say that. I'm going to keep saying it. But the direction that we're going in my opinion, if you are not strong enough to stand on your own 2 feet and say, this is what's right and this is what's wrong, well, you're going to get run over. I mean, on either side, you know, but you also, I don't want to hear you complain. I don't. That may be harsh, and I try to be a loving person, a compassionate person, but I do expect everybody to be adults. So we need to start talking to each other. We need to attend these meetings. We need to stand together, not not with violence, not with anger, not with any of that. There's no reason whatsoever, ever. Only reason you should ever hurt another person is if they're attacking you and you are defending yourself for your life. Okay? I don't care how mad you get at somebody. There's no reason. So I don't mean to be preachy again. This is just near and dear to me because this is our country. This is our home. You know, our children, our grandchildren. This is their future. So we need to stand up and we need to speak up. Okay? So go to your local county and look at what's there. Okay? This is a controversial topic, but I'm going to show you a few things. After what I just said, our laws are made at our state legislature. Okay? Our local leaders cannot, I repeat, cannot impose new laws that infringe upon our constitutional rights that we all have equally. Okay? Here. These This is the Harris County Commissioners Court agenda site. These are orders that have gone in since, let's see, this goes back to March 11th, 2020. These are orders for Harris County. Okay? You can read some of these. I I can't on this platform, unfortunately, I can't read all of these for you right now. I will push my luck, trust me, I will. But my other channel is in timeout, so I don't want to push it. But at the end of all of this, order, order, controlling. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but we really need to get our county under control. This is ridiculous. It really is. And I'm not I'm not going to do anything that I'm not comfortable with. I'm not going to do anything illegal ever. That's not my point. We live with law and order, and we all act like adults, and we all get along. We'll have a great community. But I think I've talked too long. I get worked up about this stuff, and I'm trying to keep myself a little bit, um, I guess, I'm overthinking what I'm saying right now to you, which I don't like doing. And I hate it because platforms like this that are doing what they're doing is wrong. I've never had to worry about what I say, and this is just ridiculous. So, I'm speaking up. I'm standing up. It bothers me a lot. Don't let me stand alone. Don't let somebody in your community stand alone, especially when you agree with them. Because if you don't stand and you make them stand there, by themselves and do this by themselves, you have no right to an opinion, in my opinion. You need to do something. You can't just talk about it anymore. And you know, I'm doing this and I'm doing a lot of other things too. So it's it's our country. It's our children and our grandchildren's future. What could be more important than that? Really? So sorry if I got preachy. Sorry if I was a little all over the place with this. It's just it's it it pisses me off. To be quite honest, it pisses me off seeing people accepting things and not, you know, and just not caring. Just like, "Oh, okay. I'll let you control me." No. No. Stop it. Seriously. It may not be a big deal right now for you to put a face diaper on, okay? And I know that's going to probably get some of you mad at me. But in my opinion, in 110-degree heat in Texas, and if you read the side of the box, anyway, just think, people, please. Things are starting to move fast. Don't don't get steamrolled, you know? Stand up for your family. So, all right. I love you all. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to go calm down. So, God bless y'all. I hope my audio on this was a little better. I'm working on it. You guys are amazing. Seriously. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for reaching out. It means the world to me. I love you all. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.